Screen curtains off.
Trying to connect to the
RS Games. Direct touch area.
Please wait. To go back to the main menu,
Direct touch area.
with 3 fingers.
Direct touch area. Direct touch area.
Please
Direct touch area.
select an option. Login as Nadina Fed
Home,
Blackbird.
dock, messages. 409 app switcher. Safari messages. Safari music mail calendar mute message messages RS close RS Games closing RS Games. RS Games our other games heading up skip button. RS Games start playing button.
To go back to the main menu, swipe up with 3 fingers.
Voiceover off.
Please select an option. Login as Nadina Fed Blackbird.
Voiceover on. RS Game direct touch area. Voiceover off.
Login as Nadina Fed Login as Nadina Fed. Welcome to our Uno. Monopoly. All sounds for Monopoly have been downloaded successfully. You have 6 days, 21 hours, 7 minutes. It is Nadina Fed Blackbird's turn. Manage asset. Roll dice. You roll 1, 4. You move 5 spaces. You land on luxury tax. Pay $75. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 4, 1. Michila moves 5 spaces. She lands on luxury tax. Pay $75. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 6, 6. You pass go. You collect $200. You move 12 spaces. You land on jail. Just visiting. You roll doubles. You go again. It is your turn. Roll. You roll 1, 3. You move 4 spaces. You land on Virginia Avenue. It is a pink property, and costs $160. You currently have $395. Want it? Yes. You buy the pink property Virginia Avenue for $160. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 3, 3. Michila pass go. She collects $200. Michila moves 6 spaces. She lands on income tax. Michila decides to pay 10% of her worth. That was a good choice on Michila's part. Michila roll doubles. She goes again. Michila rolls 4, 4. Michila moves 8 spaces. She lands on electric company. It is a utility property. Michila buys the utility property electric company for $150. Michila roll doubles. She goes again. Michila rolls 3, 3. Michila just rolled doubles 3 times in a row. She goes to jail. Michila is now in jail. Her turn is over. It is your turn. Roll dice. Roll dice. Manage assets. Manage asset. Roll dice. You roll 2, 6. You move 8 spaces. You land on chance. You draw a chance card. It reads, get out of jail free. This card may be kept until needed or sold. It is now Michila's turn. Michila pays the $50 fine to get out of jail. Michila rolls 5, 2. Michila moves 7 spaces. She lands on community chest. Michila draws a community chest card. It reads, advance to go. Collect $200. Michila moves 23 spaces. She lands on go. Michila collects $200 for landing on go. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 1, 4. You move 5 spaces. You land on Ventnor Avenue. It is a yellow property. You already own it. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 3, 3. Michila moves 6 spaces. She lands on Oriental Avenue. It is a light blue property. Michila buys the light blue property Oriental Avenue for $100. Michila roll doubles. She goes again. Michila rolls 2, 3. Michila moves 5 spaces. She lands on St. Charles Place. It is a pink property. It is owned by Nadina Fed Blackbird. Michila must pay rent of $10. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 1, 4. You move 5 spaces. You land on North Carolina Avenue. It is a green property. You already own it. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 6, 5. Michila moves 11 spaces. She lands on chance. Michila draws a chance card. It reads, advance token to the nearest railroad and pay owner twice the rental to which he or she is otherwise entitled. If railroad is unowned, you may buy it from the bank. Michila moves 3 spaces. She lands on B&O Railroad. It is a railroad property. Michila buys the railroad property B&O Railroad for $200. It is your turn. Roll dice. Manage. Roll dice. You roll 5. 3. You move 8 spaces, you land on go. You collect $200 for landing on go. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 2. 6. Michila moves 8 spaces, she lands on community chest. Michila draws a community chest card. It reads, you have 1 second prize in a beauty contest. Collect $10. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 2. 3. You move 5 spaces, you land on Reading Railroad. It is a railroad property, and costs $200. You currently have $445. Want it? Yes. No. You decide not to buy it. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 3. 5. Michila pass go. She collects $200. Michila moves 8 spaces, she lands on Mediterranean Avenue. It is a purple property. Michila buys the purple property Mediterranean Avenue for $60. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 4. 3. You move 7 spaces, you land on Electric Company. It is a utility property. It is owned by Michila. You must pay rent of $28. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 4. 5. Michila moves 9 spaces, she lands on jail. Just visiting. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 3. 6. You move 9 spaces, you land on Kentucky Avenue. It is a red property, and costs $220. You currently have $417. Want it? Yes. No. Yes. You buy the red property Kentucky Avenue for $220. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 5. 3. Michila moves 8 spaces, she lands on Tennessee Avenue. It is an orange property. Michila buys the orange property Tennessee Avenue for $180. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 4. 3. You move 7 spaces, you land on Waterworks. It is a utility property, and costs $150. You currently have $197. Want it? Yes. No. You decide not to buy it. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 4. 2. Michila moves 6 spaces, she lands on Illinois Avenue. It is a red property. Michila buys the red property Illinois Avenue for $240. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 6. 4. You move 10 spaces, you land on luxury tax. Pay $75. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 4. 6. Michila moves 10 spaces, she lands on Pennsylvania Avenue. It is a green property. Michila buys the green property Pennsylvania Avenue for $320. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 3. 4. You pass go. You collect $200. You move 7 spaces, you land on Reading Railroad. It is a railroad property, and costs $200. You currently have $322. Want it? Yes. You buy the railroad property Reading Railroad for $200. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 5. 5. Michila pass go. She collects $200. Michila moves 10 spaces, she lands on income tax. Michila decides to pay $200. Good decision there. Michila roll doubles. She goes again. Michila rolls 4. 6. Michila moves 10 spaces, she lands on Virginia Avenue. It is a pink property. It is owned by Nadanathed Blackbird. Michila must pay rent of $12. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 4. 4. You move 8 spaces, you land on States Avenue. It is a pink property, and costs $140. You can't afford it. You roll doubles. You go again. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 1. 3. You move 4 spaces, you land on Community Chest. You draw a Community Chest card. It reads, Grand Opera Opening. Collect $50 from every player for opening night seats. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 5. 6. Michila moves 11 spaces, she lands on B&O Railroad. It is a railroad property. She already owns it. It is your turn. Roll dice. You roll 6. 3. You move 9 spaces, you land on Atlantic Avenue. It is a yellow property, and costs $260. You can't afford it. It is now Michila's turn. Michila rolls 2. 2. Michila moves 4 spaces, she lands on Marvin Gardens. It is a yellow property. She can't afford it. Michila roll doubles. She goes again. Michela rolls 3, 6. Michela moves 9 spaces. She lands on luxury tax. Pay $75. It is your turn. Roll. Manage asset.
Voiceover on. Portrait flipped. RS games. RS game. Start playing. Button. Direct touch area. App switcher. RS games. Close RS games. Messages. Portrait. Keyboard hidden. Multitasking menu. Button. Voiceover off. Voiceover on. Screen curve. Skip. Button. Here are other. Skip. Button. Skip. Our other game. Skip. Button. Our other. Skip. Button. Skip. Our other game. Skip. Here are other games in our series. Tap on a game to get it from the App Store. Otherwise, tap the skip button. You app switcher.
Close RS activate. Close RS game. Messages. Current. Port.
Read.
Alex. Multitasking menu. Here's fortune. Here are skip. Our other game. Skip. Button. Skip. Our other game. Skip. Here. Here's travel. Here's skip. Here's Jeopardy match. Just like Jeopardy.